So a lot of people were giving Zach flack for not realizing Leslie was in the bed instead of Fatima. Now, my thing is this. I understand it. Now, I've been convinced that Leslie probably used some sort of app or device or technology to make it sound like it was Fatima on the phone with Zach in episode 19. But it was actually Leslie saying, "Hey, come home. I got something for you." And then Zach rushes home. He's excited. Keep in mind, Zach has gone through a lot over the course of the past 72 hours. From his mom dying to, Fatima being attacked, everybody covering it up, him almost killing his brother, him being in jail. So, basically, yeah, over the course of a few days, not even a full week, he's gone through a lot. And just recently, he dealt with the whole situation of his brother, recovering in the hospital, wanting to go to rehab, Zach taking him to rehab, and not even a couple or a few hours later, he gets a call that his brother left and he can't get his money back. $5,000 that Zach didn't even have in the first place. So he is in a funk right now and he's just done with everything. So then Connie comes in, they're having a conversation. And then in the midst of the tension, because Zach feels like Connie's not telling him something, a phone call comes in. And then Zach is like, "Oh, my baby. Okay. Ho, ho." And then the rehab center, tries to say so, should we find your brother? No, I ain't even thinking about that right now. He and Connie leave. And then he gets home, sees the rose petals and the note, and he goes upstairs. He's like, "Oh, take off your clothes. Be quiet. I'm waiting for you." And then he goes upstairs. He sees someone in bed, similar to Fatima, same hair and everything. And it was at this point you would think, wouldn't Zach realize something is wrong? Because Leslie is like a third of Crystal's height, or Fatima's height. Secondly, half of her bottom was exposed. You would think instantly Zach would recognize, that little cupcake ain't the pound cake I'm used to. And it makes Zach look bad because he dances to the bed before he jumps in. So it's not like he just sees a little bit of skin and jumps in there. He has to make the journey doing that slow dance. And it's like, don't you realize something ain't right here? And then he hops under the sheets and then 20 seconds, could I count it? It is 20 seconds from the time that, he goes under the sheets to when Fatima goes, "What the?" And then he stops. You would think all that fidgeting around, he would realize, "Oh, baby, something's wrong here." Because it makes Zach look bad considering a couple episodes. Okay, this is episode 19. Episode 17, he goes into detail about how, "Baby, I know every hole in your body." And this was after he was like a detective able to sniff out from that one photo Leslie kept trying to show him that, "Nah, that's an old pic because the earrings at the top of your ear, Fatima, those holes are closed. So I know that's an old pic of you." Basically showing that he knows his woman. So for him to not recognize Fatima instantly and then jumping in the bed and not realizing something was wrong, Zach, what's the excuse? Well, like I said, there was a lot going on. I mean, the dude's been going through a lot of emotional turmoil lately. He finally feels like he's getting a moment of levity where it's like, "Oh, my baby wants to treat me to a good time." So all bets are off the moment he saw the flower petals in a note and then a half-naked beauty in the bed. He was like, "Oh, it's on now." So, yeah, he obviously wasn't thinking straight. So I think there were a lot of outside factors that made it where Zach wasn't thinking in his right mind. And also keep in mind, go back to when he got out of jail and opened the door and saw Leslie and Malachi, and he instantly thought Fatima. Well, his first instinct was that photo that the cop showed him in jail of Fatima hugging another guy. He's like, "Fatima's cheating on me." So there's that. And the fact that he says "Look, you and Fatima look alike." So yeah. And I think Leslie kind of used that to her advantage because, with Zach not really being one to case a situation like this, is like, well, I know he won't check for me to see if I am Fatima before he hops in bed. So let me lay down with my face, in the pillow. My hair, like Fatima, is up so, he can see that and have half of my, bottom and my leg out from the sheet so he knows to hop in. So, because I know he's not going to do a thorough, well, ironically enough, background check before he hops in the sheets. But like I said, it's weird that he didn't instantly know something was off when he got under those sheets. And it's like, baby, it's like shorter, not as thick around the sides. Like, what's going on here? So, man, it's crazy. But yeah, that's why I give Zach some lenience. I don't think like, oh, he's a cheater. No, because the moment he realized, wait, Fatima, if you're there, then who was I? So yeah. All right, well, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you give Zach some leniency here? I'm just surprised at how calm Fatima was about the situation. So like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.